I was too sick to live my life, but too healthy for psychiatry. I remember a day at the summer camp, with the holiday home, where I spent the time talking to Ben about the US's use of chemical weapons during the Vietnam War. Ben was my favorite adult at the holiday home. A whole crowd of other children sat and listened to us. The conversation went on for 4 hours before we came to the conclusion that it was something terrible that the boss had done. These kinds of episodes marked my childhood. I didn't have any friends, so I often leaned on the adults. I was a weirdo who had been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome and ADHD at the age of 6. But I was good at books. At my primary school graduation ceremony, it dawned on me that I was 1 out of 3 from my year who would go on to secondary school. It made me so proud, and the feeling stuck. The time at the high school just had to be successful. But it didn't go quite as I had hoped. I made no friends, was easily shaken, and my sense of pride took a hit if I was corrected by the teacher. I changed high school once and again. And in the third high school, things went completely wrong. It was clear that I needed psychiatry, but it wasn't until the school forced me to that I asked for help. But I was rejected. I was too ill for my education, but too healthy for psychiatry. Later, during a meeting with a study advisor, I lost my temper and shouted about suicide. The school called 112 and shouted for a guard with a gun. Now someone was listening. The code word was apparently suicide. I was hospitalized. Turns out I had been misdiagnosed and potentially mismedicated for years. All my life I had needed help. When the system rejected me, I didn't know what to do. I had taken an incredible amount of time before I asked for help. Not getting it was devastating. When I look back, it amazes me that you can be diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome and ADHD, be without a social network, drop out more and more of your education and still be rejected by psychiatry. A system that only takes care of people when they are on the verge of suicide is not only a dangerous system, it is also an expensive system. The further you have to go down to get help, the more expensive it will be.